CJ Why Money Entertainment. If you've never been to my channel before, on Saturdays I unbox savings. On Sunday I unbox recipes. On Tuesday I unbox tech. And on Fridays, which is today, I unbox the truth. Now, most of my topics come from people that I communicate with to say, you know what, you should talk about this, or an incident that happened, or if it's trending on social media. Or you can feel free to leave in the comments on a topic you want me to talk about and keep it real about. So, let's get down to it. Today's topic is about tips. People stealing tips. And we're talking about like the tip jar. And this has been going on as long as I've known. I've had friends where I've sat at the restaurant and ordered meals and left a nice tip for the waiter or the waitress, and find out later on that my friend felt that it was too much, so they picked up some of the tip, left some, and took some for themselves. Never returned it back to me because I didn't put it back. But, however, now I'm realizing that there's kids that do it. You can be sitting at a restaurant and they see money on the table and they go right over and they pick up that tip and their parents don't say anything and they put that in their pocket. So I decided, you know what? I wonder if this is going on worldwide. So I figure the only way to find out is to put it on YouTube and keep it real about it. So, this topic, I hope that anybody that watch it will join in on the conversation. First of all, with me being from New York, which most of y'all already know, I know a lot of people who hustle. We used the word back in the day, hustle. They use the word now called grinding. But that's a way to make a living. You go down to the subways of New York, if you're ever visiting New York, you'll see people singing, people performing, people dancing, people drawing art. And they'll have a hat on the side, and people get hit and put money in the hat. That's a tip. They're not asking people to watch me, and because you're watching me, you owe it to me. And people's doing that because they love that these people is out there sharing their arts, sharing their talent, and they're not busting somebody in the head, robbing them. They're getting their grind on. California is another place that does it all the time. Go down to the beaches. You see them doing skateboard tricks, rollerblade tricks, singing, performing with their music and their guitars. You see they got a hat or a jar. People putting money in there, tipping them. And that's how they make their living. It is the same in small communities where you see a waitress working or housekeeping. A lot of times they get paid minimum wage or less than minimum wage, because in the United States sometimes, in certain states, they make you pay taxes on tips, which I don't understand that. It's not a form of an income. But as soon as you say it's not a form of a paid income, then people feel like it's free money. I approached one of my friends and we talked about it, and they say, I'm not really stealing. That's free money. They just left the free money there, and I decided I need some chips for lunch, and I was working there, so I put my hand in the tip jar, even though it's only supposed to be for the girls, and I took $1 or $2. How was that stealing? Because it wasn't for you. And anytime you take something without permission, and anytime you do that, it's stealing. I don't care if you're a child. If you see a child and a child does that, if it was me, I'm getting ready to keep it real. I'm going to tell that child's parent. Because even if that child gets embarrassed, maybe that child will realize it is not free money. This is something that somebody gave because somebody did a good job. I'm pretty sure you've been in some stores or you've dealt with customer service that they're rude. They're getting paid good money and they're rude and they're mean. But then you have somebody that come along and you don't know what kind of day they have. You don't know if they're homeless. You don't know what their situation is. But they got that smile on their face. They make that extra step to make you happy and pleased about whatever that they're doing. So, I've worked for tips. I've worked in Las Vegas. They gave good tips. But I had to make that extra step. And when I made that extra step and they tipped me, it was all mine. So, hit me up in the comments. How you feel about people stealing tips? Have you been a tip stealer? Or have you seen somebody stealing tips? What would you do if you saw a child doing it compared to an adult stealing someone's tip off the table or putting their hand in the tip jar? Have you ever worked for tips? Hit me up in the comments. Let's keep this going. Let's keep it real. Because you already know, the only tip you should be stealing is a vice. It's Friday, and I'm tired, and I'm out. Peace.